who's fired up and inspired a nation when it was impossible to do so. And then to have all of that rolled up into one. To meet that person, well, I could only be talking about Zola Budd, the inimitable barefooted runner from way back when from Bloemfontein.
No.
Welcome to AM News, and welcome to you as well, Ray, to AM News.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you very much for coming through to chat to us, because it's quite a momentous day for us, hearing that you're going to be running the Comrades Marathon again in 2016. Can you tell us a little bit about the decision process you went through to decide you're going to do it again?
I think it's more or less a birthday gift to myself, because I turned 50 like 4 days before Comrades next year, and I decided to give myself a real big birthday gift and run Comrades. So for me, my claim is to be the youngest 50-year-old running Comrades. Maybe there's someone out there who has a birthday just after, because like I said, I turned 50 just before Comrades. So for me, it's quite an achievement to run Comrades at the age of 50.
I think so, considering like I first heard about you in 1984, really, when most other people heard about you when you were running and you were breaking records, and then you were running for England and you were in the Olympics. So this is literally just over 30 years ago. That's quite a feat.
I think I've been running most of my life, and I really love running, and that's the one time in my life or the one place in my life where I feel totally at home with myself. It's not always easy, but I just feel this is where I want to be, and this is where I am in the moment. So I think running gives that to me.
Right, now I hear you. Ray, coming to you now. For you, you are Zola's manager, and it must be quite easy work for you working with such an icon.
It's hell on earth. No, it's absolutely magic. Zola's just such a human being. The human being side of the Zola Budd is an intriguing story. It makes a whole film in itself. So to be with her and working with her and going around Johannesburg today and being in South Africa with her is magic.
Right, now coming back to you, Zola, when did you find out about the impact that you were having on South Africans, on ordinary South Africans, especially black South Africans? When did it become apparent to you that actually people who are black care about me?
I think it's the way I grew up in South Africa. I'm from Bloemfontein. It's a small town, and our running community is very close-knit. And growing up and from an early age on running with co-runners, it didn't matter what color they were or who they were or where they were from, but we shared one common thing, and that was running. And I never thought I had an impact on South African runners. It's more a shared experience that I have with other people, and especially growing up in the Free State with, I don't know if you remember in the 80s, we had some amazing runners coming from the Free State.
Yes.
Just to mention Zolile Java, and to watch people like that run a 10K like every Saturday or whenever I turn up at Free State Cross Country Champs and have idols like that, it was an amazing privilege. And people always ask me in America, so why do you run so fast? And I said, I had the examples of people running a sub 28-minute 10K. I mean, I saw that at every championship or every big event.
Right now, when that taxi, the Zola Budd taxi, was named after you. In fact, there were two taxis that came out at exactly the same time. There was a Zola Budd and there was a Mary Decker. So when that happened, I mean, how did you feel hearing about this? And when you first heard about it, tell us about that.
As long as the one taxi didn't trip the other, that was fine. It's a proud moment. I think that's something that's really special, especially for me, because, like I said, I come from a very plain background, very South African, very Afrikaans, and coming from Bloemfontein. So for me, it's really special.
I'll tell you what was special was chatting to that particular icon. Stick around in the next bulletin. We'll be doing the second installment of the rest of that chat from you.